The geological past of the northern plains are associated with the shallow geosyncline which existed between the Gondwana land and the Angara land. The formation of the Himalayas had already taken place, but still there was the existence of the shallow part of the Tethyan bed in between the two large land masses. The Himalayan and the peninsular rivers, namely Ganga, Indus, Brahmaputra, Chambal, Betwa, and Son, as the peninsular rivers, were depositing sediments continuously into the Tethyan geosyncline. It got completely filled up within 20 million years and presently available in the form of northern plains. This is the geological past of the northern plains of India. Children, we are going to study its main features and other physiographic units which are available in the northern plains of India. The Tethyan geosyncline got completely disappeared by the formation of the northern plains. The Himalayan rivers paved their path through the plains. It was full of new flora and fauna. In course of time, it had given birth to the one of the richest civilization of the world, called the Indus Valley Civilization. Today, it is the most densely populated region of the world. Now, the vegetation cover has been replaced with a vast fertile agricultural farmland where agriculture is the main occupation of the people. The northern plains extend from west to east in about 2400 kilometers. Their width varies from 240 to 320 kilometers. The total area of the plain is about 3200 kilometer square area, including parts of Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh. The Great Plains has its own uniqueness, which is best expressed in its level relief. However, the plain is not an area of monotonous relief. The diversity of relief features is seen in the levees and bluffs formed by the rivers along their banks. The older alluvial deposits give the appearance of terraces. Ravines have been formed in the drier parts of the plain due to erosion. These ravines are often referred to as badlands. The plain has been the scene of a gradational process throughout its history. The rivers which are draining through the northern plains of India are mainly Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. River Brahmaputra originates from the Mansarovar Lake in China and drains through Tibet, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, and Bangladesh. This river has formed the most fertile plains of the northern plains of India. We call it the Assam Plain. It has also formed one of the largest and fastest growing delta of the world, called the Sundarbans Delta. The delta is densely vegetated with mangroves and famous for its Bengal tiger. On the basis of relief features, the northern plains of India can be divided into 4 natural regions. They are Bhabha, Tarai, Bhangar, and Khadar. Let us understand about Bhangar belt. Bhangar is the older alluvial soil. It has been deposited by river Ganga in its upper course. Such soils are rich in gravel, sand, and conglomerate. They are old alluvial soils and not suitable for cultivation. Another type of alluvial soil found in the lower Ganga plain is Khadar soil. Khadar soil is the new alluvial soil. It is made up of fine silt and clay. Hence, it is highly fertile and suitable for the cultivation of all the crops. It is found in Bihar, West Bengal, and Sundarbans Delta. Feature of the northern plain is the Bhabur deposit. Bhabur deposits are found below the foothills of the Shivalik Himalaya that has been formed by the depositional work of minor and major streams. Such plains are gravelled, rich in rocky fragments, and not suitable for agriculture. Most of the minor streams disappear in the Bhabur belt and reappear in the Tarai area. Geographically, such plains are called Bazada, while single plain formed by a river is called alluvial fan. Number of alluvial fans join together and form Bhabur belt. Below Bhabur is the swampy marshy lowland called the Tarai region. This Tarai region has developed due to reappearance of the minor streams which had disappeared in the Bhabur area. Once this region was thickly vegetated, but presently the vegetation has been cleared and the area is used for agriculture. The entire plains are drained by all the Himalayan rivers and its tributaries. Most of the rivers are tributaries of river Ganga, whether they are Himalayan rivers or the peninsular rivers. So entirely this region has developed by the work of river Ganga, and Ganga has formed various relief features in different forms. Children, this is profile of the Bhabur, Tarai, Bhangar and Khadar. So as you see in the figure, Bhabur is the gravel plain just below Shivalik Himalaya, and below Bhabur is the Tarai swampy forested area. The upper terraces of river Ganga is Bhangar, that is old alluvial soil, and the lower terraces of river Ganga has the Khadar deposit or fine alluvial soil. So children, the profile of the Gangetic plain includes Bhabur, Tarai, Bhangar and Khadar. The northern plains of India are also divided into major regional divisions, namely Rajasthan plain, Punjab plain, Upper Ganga plain, Middle Ganga plain and Lower Ganga plain. Brahmaputra plain is also the part of the northern plains of India, which is drained by river Brahmaputra. So we have three major river valleys which have sculptured the northern plains of India, namely river Indus, river Ganga and river Brahmaputra. Children, in this topic we studied about the relief, classification and origin of the northern plains of India. See you in my next video. We will discuss about the peninsular plateau of India. Thank you all of you. See you in the next class.